Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called 2022 Horoscope, 2022 Horoscope for the year 2022. And this is especially for you who comes from Scorpio. Before I begin, here is my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with this information, I'll be able to show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. And I'll show you how to reach that supernatural energy within you so that you can attempt to do things of supernaturalness. And of course, I'll talk to you about your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And all it will cost you is just USD $50. And there's a lot of other information I'll show you towards the end of the program. You coming from Scorpio, 2022 holds many, many problems for you, whether in job, business, finances, whether in personal areas of love, romance, marriage. Be careful. Things can explode and go out of control. Well, the system says that you have 40% bad luck already waiting for you in 2022 and is open to any areas where 40% is already weakened as soon as you enter 2022. Now it depends on what age you are in 2022. The energies from age planets can control the bad planets of 2022, or they can add more trouble for you. So it's very important to know what your ages are in 2022. Regarding your job, there's going to be insecurity up to 40% automatically before or when you enter 2022. So, where your job is concerned, to take risks is something you don't need to do. But if you are pushed out from where you are in the job, and you will have difficulties to get exactly what you want. So don't be too fussy. Grab whatever you can in 2022 if you need a job and take it from there. Struggle in 2022 up to 40% and try to keep that struggle going as long as you are in 2022, where job is concerned. Things are going to be stressful. Where business is concerned, if you are attempting to do a new business in 2022, be very careful. You will be in uncharted waters. You will be easily getting your more than your 40% of problem if you don't really know what you're going to do. And if you have partnerships in business, they can give you a lot of trouble. So you need compatibility. You need to know the compatibility between partnerships, will always be worked out for you based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms of all your partners. And so in business, you have 40% struggle automatically. And taking on new businesses, that's where the danger will be. But if you have to take it on, because life has to be progressive, tell yourself research and research whatever you can before you dive into it, where business is concerned. Because with 40% already weak, the progress is already stumbling. And if you're not careful or hasty or impatient or over daring, then you'll get yourself into a real mess in 2022. If you find a new love in 2022 of a romance kind, tell yourself to look behind the scenes very, very carefully. Anything offered to you in 2022 where romance is concerned will be very, very tricky. If you already have a romance in 2022, overall the tension is going to be easily stretched to breaking point. So it is you who has to be more giving and more supportive. You cannot expect that from somebody else. Only they can help themselves, only you can help yourself. So you need a lot of helping yourself to get anything to do with romance as happy as possible. And if you are married, then the marriage will have this automatically 40% difficulties when you enter 2022. That's how the program works. And then with this 40% difficulty in marriage, the boat is already rocking. You don't want to rock it further with the other 60% that you have some control over. And so you'll have to be careful in temperament. Your temper, don't let it be seen. Your aggressiveness, don't show it. And your tendency to be adventurous, you don't want to do that in any area of your life, whether it's love, romance, job, or business areas. Regarding your health areas, your stomach is going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. The areas of your stomach, your bowels, and your colon. That's where it'll attack you in 2022. All your glands will have problems, the prostate gland especially. So you should check that on that. And also, you can have to be careful that emotional problems can also bring health problems because mentally you'll be stretched very much towards depression and unhappiness in 2022. Sorrow can also happen. All right. So that's about your little bit about your health. Now about retrogrades of planets. When planets retrograde, they don't actually go slower. It's just a perceivement. No planets go faster, no planets go slower. The loop apparently increases. So it makes them delayed. And when they are delayed, they can't give you that urgency. And when they can't give you the urgency, you get frustrated, having to wait and nothing happens. So that's what happens during retrogrades. Venus will retrograde up to January the 29th in 2022. So be very careful of a Venus retrograde, the influences of a retrograde. From this year, from the year 2021, you have to be careful that a very weak Venus is seen. And when it's weak, it goes for extreme energies to feed itself. And this group of planets, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, and Uranus, they are very much together. And they are all together sometimes for the wrong reasons. So you will have extreme energies from many planets, which can make you unnecessarily very angry and hot-tempered and aggressive, which can make you sometimes very timid and losing hope, giving up, not knowing what to do next. So extremes like that will be seen. And be careful of sudden unexpected possibilities and opportunities. These unexpected opportunities in any area of life, while you're in 2022, you cannot run grab them. No, you can't. You'll have to do a lot of research and go very slow, which means control your impulsiveness in 2022 in every area of your life. So retrogrades will come and go. The Mercury retrograde, you have to be very cautious. It rules anything to do with income of money and action and mental stress. So 4 areas in 2022, 4 periods of time where Mercury will retrograde. January the 14th to February the 3rd, 2022. What happens there is personal areas come under stress. Difficulties in communication, they are made even worse. And you will have a lot of difficulties even in job, business areas where communication. So make it a point not to spoil any form of communication, January the 14th to February the 3rd, 2022, where money can easily slip out of your hands because opportunities will leave you. May the 10th to June the 3rd. Now you have to be careful more about health areas as well. Stress and cells, mental stress, physical stress, spiritual stress. When you have spiritual stress, it means that your soul is already under pressure. That's what spiritual stress is. And you'll feel it because if the soul is under pressure, it can't perform for you. And so you'll be, in many ways, not having that special touch anymore. And then September 9th to October the 2nd. Don't take risks of any kind. Mental risks, emotional risk, financial risk. Because September 9th to October 20th, September 9th to October the 2nd opens you up to making you adventurous and risk taker. And you don't want to do that. You'll get yourself into deeper than the water than you really know. And then lastly, December the 29th of 2022 up to January 18th of 2023, Mercury will also continue to bring problems. So these planets are retrograde, including the Mars planet. What will happen when the Mars retrogrades in the 30th of October 2022 up to 13th of January 2023? Your bravery turns to be foolishness. Your daringness tends to be unnecessary exposure to risk. And a tendency to want control is only because you're fighting the aggression of others. So you learn to take the soft approach during these periods of 30th of October, 30th of October to December the 31st, 2022. Otherwise, you'll be deeper and deeper into having unnecessarily created problems, all due to you thinking you're courageous, but you're being foolish, all thinking that you are daring, only to go into deep waters. So be careful of these retrogrades. Retrogrades come and go. You can control a retrograde by being aware of just being more on the cautious side than on the side of wanting to be adventurous. I've got more information to give you. You're coming from Scorpio. Now I'm going to give you three sets of lucky ages. If you have these three sets of lucky ages, you will have a better chance to create better energies, more safety, and more precaution in 2022. The first set of ages is if you happen to be the ages of 22, 31, 40, 49, 58, 67, 76, and 85, or even 94. If you have these ages, you are going to be very lucky. And in spite of the weakness of 40% created by 2022, you will have that 60% to drive your engine into any area of your life, be it money-wise, job, business-wise, whether romance, love-wise, or whether it's health-wise. You'll be able to do that and handle it wonderfully well if you're of these ages, which I just mentioned. Now I'm going to mention another set of ages. If you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or 81 or even 90, well, you're going to be also extremely lucky. What you attempt to do will be supported very quickly by others. So you'll have an easier passage, whether in love, romance, business, job, in every area. And you'll be the lucky person who can show the progress in spite of the difficulties of 2022. I'll give you another set of ages. And this is if you're the ages of 17, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, or 80 or 89. You're going to be also very, very lucky. Long-term opportunities will happen. All the knowledge that you have accrued and have from your past, all that wisdom from your past, you can make use of it in 2022. That 2022 40% problem will always be there. So you will have, with these good sets of ages I've given you, the chance how to get around and circumvent these ages and make them better for you. You'll have a better chance to show some progress at least. Now your lucky dates, DATES, your lucky dates, monthly dates for 2022. So look forward to the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th of any month. They will always progress you. They will always give you support. They'll always let you handle new things and make new friends and get wonderful togetherness as well. Another set of lucky dates are the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th. These can be very lucky dates for you as well. So look forward to these dates to do special things any month of the year. And I'll give you one more set of dates, which also are very lucky. The 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd can also be proved to be lucky in 2022 for you, you coming from Scorpio. I'll give you one set of dates you have to be especially careful. Be careful especially on the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th of any month in 2022. Suddenly, out of nowhere, it will attack you. And if the 6th, 15th, and 24th happens to fall on Friday, be especially more careful. That will be even worse for you. Wear lucky colors. And the first color I like very much in 2022 is the color purple for you. A light purple will do. You don't have to wear dark purples. And I'd like you to wear orange as well. Oh, no, sorry, no orange, but purple. And after that, I would like you to choose light blue as much as possible. So, purple of any shade and light blue are going to attract planetary energy to make you a lucky person. And the lucky direction to face, I'm going to choose the direction north. When you face north, there's a cluster of planets there who will help you to minimize and limit the troubles waiting in 2022. So that's how you do these things. Regarding lotteries, I give that to you every month. So go to my monthly program, monthly horoscope, and you will find your lucky lottery numbers and financial abilities as well. Regarding general financial speculation, like the stock market and the Bitcoin and everything, well, tell yourself 40% is going against you where financial speculation is concerned. So the risk factor is already as high as 40%. You only have 60% to go. So go slow, be thoughtful, don't be greedy. Tell yourself it's better to be safer than to be regretful later. So don't be that adventurer you want to be in 2022. That's very important for you. So these are the ways you can make your 2022 lucky. Believe me, it's going to be ups and downs in 2022 in any area of your life: job, business, finances, romance, marriage, family, and of course your health area. And don't forget accidents as well. You don't want to be too courageous and too daring. And so play safe in 2022 would be better for you, the way I put it. Well, I can teach you many energies to even make you show more success in 2022. You coming from Scorpio. And this 90-minute session I have for you, which will cost you USD $50, based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. Palms are very special. An astrologer who does not know palmistry knows only half the story he can tell you, because 400,000 people almost are born every month. Or is it every day? Every day. And these 400,000 people, they can't have the same passage in life. So what happens? This four, is it 40,000, something like that. So these people who are born, so many out of them, I think it's 400,000 in Scorpio. Now they have the same pattern already put inside them. And so they have to be very careful that they have the stream of these problems. So you see, when I read palms, I don't have to now worry about the 40,000 people or 400,000 people. No, I will only look at your palms and I will look at your date of birth and time of birth. And that will make it serious of my advising only you and not everybody in Scorpio. So that's how it works. Well, I wish you the best of luck. And don't forget, this session of what 90 minutes only costs USD $50. That's all. To know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms especially. Your next 9 years. I will talk to you about that to give you the balance of how to make the worst equally the best and how to get the best even better. I wish you a good year 2020 and keep going, as I say. Meet your struggles and meet your bad luck at 40%, knowing in which area is going to attack you most of all. That's the important part. So before I leave you, here's my email again. Send me this email and let me show you firstly your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll go through that quickly to give you the foundation and how your attempts should be. In the meantime, I wish you a good life. Thank you. Goodbye.